What is up, everybody? It's Real Estate Nate coming to you live. Guys, I'm coming today with some straight heat. Some heat. This is going to be a very don't be discouraged, guys, but this is going to be a very long call because I'm about to drop some heat. I'm about to lay out the whole business and all the softwares and all the structures that you need. So first, if you're just tuning in, like I said, guys, I'm about to lay out some heat today. If you guys aren't sure what softwares to use, aren't sure what technologies are the best out there, I'm literally going to show you exactly what technologies you need to use as a real estate investor, whether you're experienced or not. I'm just going to lay it out there. I have literally a blueprint that I give people in my all-in-one calling program. I give them this blueprint. If you're in the program, you get the blueprint. But I'm just going to lay it out for you guys live. And obviously, if you want the blueprint, you can join later, but join the program. But I'm just going to show you all the softwares and technologies that I use in my business. And you can use them too. If you think what I'm telling you is trash, if the technologies that I tell you are trash, that's okay. We can have that discussion. But this is the stuff that we use in our company. And I'm going to be straight with you guys. If I don't use it, I'll tell you because I'm using something a little bit more advanced like Salesforce or another CRM that has a bunch of the capabilities. But I'm making this for newer investors who don't have maybe the budget to get like a CRM that has everything included. But yes, if you have the time, everybody, what's up, everybody? If you have the time, please stay tuned for this live because this is going to be pretty fire. It's going to be a breakdown of the business. But let me see if I'm going to go to my Facebook really quick. I think you guys can hear me. Let me just check if the audio is working. Got it. Audio's working. So guys, check this out. I'm about to blow your minds. I'm about to give you the keys to the kingdom in this video. Again, if you want it, the whole blueprint, you're gonna have to join the all-in calling program. It's only $100 a month. It's pretty much, I'm losing money on it for the dialers that I provide and everything. But check this out, guys. So I'm going to break down the best way I can all the softwares and services that you need to run this business. Obviously, guys, if you don't need softwares and services, like all the softwares to run a business, it's to scale it, to grow it, to do multiple deals a month. But you can take anything that I teach you guys here and use it. And if you guys are curious on like, okay, Nate's dropping all these links and he's dropping all this knowledge, where do I go to get this information? If you join the Wholesaling Real Estate Mastermind, by the way, it's growing, guys. Thanks for being a part of it. All you have to do is click on the let's welcome our new members. And I have all the links needed. This is like a free coaching program. It's got all the links you need. You please subscribe to my YouTube channel, schedule a call with me if you're interested in our coaching program, but it's got everything you need. We have free deal analysis calls. We got, daily deal reviews that we do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Here's all the links to the services we use in my company to right now or that I recommend. So guys, let's freaking dive in. Let's go deep on this thing. And let me show you, this is the blueprint. And I'm going to lay out step by step. If I was brand new, even if I'm experienced, what are the softwares and services I use? So first thing, you got to get leads when you're new. You got to get leads. And if you're networking with agents, great. If you're doing free marketing, great. But I'm going to get into paid marketing and where to start. It all comes down to cold calling. The cold calling is tried and true. It always works. You call enough people, you're going to find a motivated seller. So what I'm going to show you guys right now is what services that we're using in our company, or what do I recommend? All right, guys. So in the blueprint, it basically goes over cold calling, why it's effective, what dialers to use, what a dialer is. So let's just get down to it. What dialer do I use? Okay. So right now I don't even cold call myself. I don't even provide a dialer for like my team. We use a cold calling service out of Egypt, and they have a dialing system that we pay for, and they have people that go in and call. For that dialer, you can choose any dialer you want, but the cold calling guy, he recommends using batch dialer or call tools. We set up call tools a while ago. I would switch it to batch dialer now, but it's just a hassle. I don't have to do that. But when it comes down to dialing, if you guys want to get to dial just by yourself, like if you just want to get one dialer or two dialers or three dialers and just cold call yourself, there's nothing easier than batch dialer. Do I have batch dialer right now? Do I have it set up for my company? No, I have call tools, but I would switch to batch dialer. It's just a hassle. This happens when you're running a team on something. But I'm being straight up with you guys. Batch dialer is easy. You get a 7-day free trial. It's got everything you need. And if you go to their site, they even give you a demo. They give you a free a demo to watch. It shows you exactly how to do it. All you do is you input a list, you make a campaign, and you freaking start dialing within 5 minutes. It's super easy, and they get, like I said, they give you a 7-day free trial. They got 6 support. But anyway, batch dialers legit. Call tools, guys, I'll be real. We have call tools, but it's kind of confusing, and it still works. All you do is you get into call tools. But if I were, like I said, to start over, if I was new, I get batch dialer. So the blueprint even goes over what are the best times to call for, even goes over like the cold calling service that we use in Egypt. And guys, right here, if you want to check out our cold calling service in Egypt, it's $6 an hour. The guy usually charges $6.50, but he gives me a special discount because I'm coaching now and I'm trying to help him get more clients. $6 an hour for an Egyptian cold caller to call 8 hours a day. Here's you just fill out this form, and my boy Daniel from Wazowski, he'll give you a call and he'll set up a time for you to call. But I use a cold calling service because I'm tired of having to manage cold callers myself. So if you want to if you have a limited budget, go get yourself a batch dialer, throw in some lists from batch leads that they give you 5,000 free leads for your first month, for your first 7-day trial. Throw it in there and call, and freaking go ham and talk to some sellers. That's how I got my first deal. But when you scale it out, you can get cold call. You can get a cold calling service that I use, and you can use this one. He's got a ton of leads. He told me he's got tons and tons of callers that he has out there. So you call him, hit him up. So if you're gonna ask my opinion, get batch dialer. Start calling yourself if you're new. If you can scale this out, get a cold calling service. I'm not just going to tell you to use the cold calling service I use. You can also check out Call Geeks. Call Geeks is another service they use people out of Mexico and Egypt. I recommend using them too. We've used in the past, but like I said, we've gone to Wazowski, and that's what we use. Okay. All right, guys. So now that we're talking about cold calling, you also, if you don't want to use a cold call service or call yourself, you're going to need a virtual assistant to do it if you're not going to want to do it yourself. So hiring VAs is extremely important to scaling out your business, because Americans, no offense to us out there, but the virtual assistants, they just grind harder. 90% of the time they're going to work harder, and you're paying them well at like $7, $5, $6, $7, an hour. So how are you going to hire VAs? Well, what do? I have a link in this blueprint showing you how to hire people using Fiverr, Facebook groups, talking to people. But also, one of my VAs that works for me, she used to work for a company, a VA staffing company, and she has contacts to over 50 virtual assistants that are literally ready to work or will drop their other jobs for a better opportunity. If you want us to find you a virtual assistant, we can do that for you. The pay is depending on the skill level you need. If you need a closer, it's going to cost more. If you need a cold caller, it's going to obviously cost less. But I can have my girl Ja, who is in charge, helps me run my business because she's awesome, help you find and staff a virtual assistant. We're not gonna manage them. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna connect you with them and let you interview. So instead of you having to find tons of people, she can connect you with some. If you decide to use any of our virtual assistants, then you would just pay us. We're like a staffing agency, and we'll pay them. Ja will take care and pay them. So obviously, we're gonna try and make like $1 or $2 difference an hour. I mean, is business. But if you don't want to waste your time, we got you on the VAs. All right. So again, cold calling, got you covered. Use batch or a cold calling service, whether it's the one I use, whether it's Call Geeks, whether it's Lead Llama, anything out there, it doesn't matter. But you either call yourself, or you get a cold calling service, or you hire VAs to call for you and you provide them a dialer. Okay. That is how you're going to get leads. That's how you're going to get deals. Sometimes you're going to get lucky and a lead's going to come in. You're going to crush it and knock it out of the park and get the deal like within a week, or it might take you 2 months, but that deal is going to be anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000. So is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. We just did a $145,000 deal from cold calling. So is that worth it? Yeah. I mean, even if you do one deal a year, that's probably worth it to some people. So here in this blueprint, you even get the cold calling KPIs, how many calls it takes to get a deal on average. I mean, it's all in here for you. So next, also, we break down what are the top markets to target. It's pretty simple, guys. The top markets to target are the top markets in the biggest populated markets in the United States. LA, Salt Lake City. I mean, that's not even that populated. Phoenix, Atlanta. Those are where there's demand. There's where people are moving. It's not rocket science, but if you want that list, it's in here too. So now that you started cold calling, you need a list to cold call, right? What list services do I recommend? Well, it's all here, and I'm going to give it to you right now. So the service I recommend mainly for getting lists is batch leads. Batch leads is sick, and not only do they give you lists, but they let you skip trace, do direct mail campaigns, SMS campaigns, and I'll go over that later in this call. But when it comes to lists, super easy. You just go to list search. I'm not going to do a deep dive of how to use these technologies. I'm just doing a quick overview. Maybe I can do a review and a deeper analysis of how to use these, but I'm just showing you that we do use them and how to use them, like a little brief overview of how to use them. So batch leads, you can, it's got obviously list search, you got properties, you can skip trace them right from the platform. These are all people that, lists that we've pulled and we've skip traced, and then we target them in our SMS campaign, and we target them through other cold calling means. So there you go. Batch leads. You want my opinion on what list service to get? Get batch leads. All right. And if you, again, guys, if you want the list to the links to all these, it's in my Facebook group, or it's going to be on investorthrive.com, or it's in this video. Okay. Like I'm just trying to give it all to you guys, because what you don't need to do is waste your time on trying to figure this stuff out. You need to take action. That's how you're going to make money in this business, is not trying to find out what CRMs and software is the best to use. I'm literally going to tell you what to use. You just need to go out, guys, and freaking take action. So what other software services are there for pulling lists? PropStream. Okay. But guys, we used to use PropStream a ton because we'd run our comps using PropStream on properties, and we'd pull lists. Like, as you can see, we'd pull lists to hit up buyers and sellers, tons of lists. But now we're going more to batch, just to shoot you guys straight, because batch, not only can you skip trace, but you can also hit your SMS. We just like the interface more. No offense to anyone who works at PropStream. PropStream's cool, but we use batch more. Okay. But you can use PropStream if you want. I also have a link in there if you want to use PropStream for your list, but I recommend batch. Okay. So now that we've talked about cold calling to get leads, where you should get your lists, what's next, everybody? Skip tracing. How do you skip trace? Well, that's why I like batch so much. You can skip trace you can get the list and then skip trace it within the same platform. All right. Which is sick. Now, you can also go to batch skip tracing. It's a free to get your trial. Oh, sorry. It's bringing me over to batch leads. So we skip trace within batch leads, but they also have a service called batch skip tracing. It's pretty much just a one platform to skip trace. But if you have batch leads, you don't really need it. But anyway, all you have to do is import a list and skip trace. So you can do single skip trace or bulk skip trace. If you check out dataskip.io, this is the cheapest one I found and the best data. It's 9 cents with my promo code of Nate. I think it's Nathan9. And Nathan, if you do over 10,000 records, it's 9 cents. And if you do under, it's 12 cents with my promo code. But it's super easy. You just select a file, you upload it, and you skip trace it. Really easy. Use either one of these. They're both good. I recommend this if you're doing large batch skip tracing is good. Batch leads is good, but this one I think is a little bit cheaper with my code that I was able to negotiate in behalf of you guys. If it goes, all you have to do is type in the code Nathan9 or Nathan12 to get the discount, but it's all within the blueprint. All right. Super easy. All right, guys. Now that you're getting leads from cold calling, you pulled the list. How are you going to maintain those leads? How are you going to follow up with them? Well, you can do a Google Sheet. And in this blueprint, I give you a KPI spreadsheet where you can keep track of your leads, but that's not going to be the best option for long. You're not going to be able to keep track of all your leads in a spreadsheet unless you're really good with spreadsheets. So what do I recommend? I recommend RE Simply. RE Simply is a legit CRM that is super easy to use. Okay. Guys, I do not have RE Simply right now. I use Salesforce because I'm a little bit further, but I'm not saying people that have RE Simply is not, that is a tool that a lot of big investors use. It's still great. I've just decided to use Salesforce because, it integrates, you can literally build anything you want in Salesforce, but this is already pre-built for you. So if you're not trying to waste your time building a CRM, figuring out the phone systems like we've had to do. Honestly, Salesforce is a pain. It's a pain. But RE Simply is a great option. It's super affordable, and you get a free trial. It's got list stacking, driving for dollars, CRM, phone systems, drip campaigns, driving for dollars. It's literally got everything you need in it, guys. It's freaking legit. I know tons of $1 million wholesalers that have $1 million wholesaling companies that use RE Simply. Me and Corey, we've made things complicated. We've tried to go to bigger, better CRMs that like have more power. You don't need that. You need something simple. Just handle your leads, send people contracts, make offers. Now, other than this CRM, another CRM that I recommend that I've used before I switched to Salesforce is FreedomSoft. FreedomSoft is legit. It looks really janky, like really crappy. No offense to the CRM people who've made FreedomSoft. It just looks bad, but it's legit. They've literally built a CRM for real estate investors, and they have everything you need. You can market from it. You have your back dashboard, your pipeline. You have your seller leads, buyers leads. You got properties that I think that once you turn it into an opportunity, it goes to a property. You got rehabbers, GPS. So I think it helps you structure and get bids, figure out your bids for your flips. You got your buyers tab. I think you can have over 1 million buyers in your buyers list over here. Contacts, that's for like attorneys, anyone you meet, agents, reports, resources. I mean, this is, again, you can make this as complicated as you want, but the reason why I recommend FreedomSoft and RE Simply is because they've made it simple for you guys. So what CRMs do I recommend? Well, when you start getting leads, I recommend RE Simply or FreedomSoft. HubSpot's legit. HubSpot's expensive. Salesforce is legit. It's expensive, and you got to be a monster to understand it. So keep it simple. Get either one of those CRMs. There's tons of CRMs out there. There's Podio. It's all that stuff. But that's what I recommend for people that are starting out, or if you want a simple solution. Texting. All right, texting. Now, guys, we've talked about cold calling as getting leads and then pulling lists. Texting is another good form of getting leads. And I recommend Smarter Contact. Smarter Contact is legit. It lets you send out tons of texts. It's pretty affordable. You take your lists here. You upload your list from PropStream, from batch leads, wherever you get it. You start a campaign. You got to make your message templates, because the way with texting right now, you have to have so many different ways that you text people when you send out a message, which is annoying. And then you go and you message people in your different campaigns. Super simple. You get a list, you start a campaign, you start messaging, and you talk to people. All right. Now we have batch leads and Smarter Contact because we wanted to send out more text. So we're running 2 platforms. Smarter Contact's legit. Batch leads is legit because, like I said, you got the list, you skip trace it, it goes right into your campaigns. So I recommend for texting either one of those platforms. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to see if anyone has any questions so far. No. Okay. I've just got people saying fire. Thank you. So let's go back to the texting. So in this blueprint, I explained to you how to text, what to say. I mean, it's pretty lengthy, but it's laid out step by step for you guys. What words not to say. The workflow of how we used to use Lead Sherpa, but I recommend Batch or Smart Contact over them. But they give you the workflow of how to talk to sellers. Now that we've talked about, cold calling, pulling lists, texting, what CRMs to use, in this blueprint, I go over additional organic marketing, networking ways to get deals. Okay. We do all these to get deals. We JV, we network with agents. We make offers on Sunday.com, Homelight. We make Facebook posts. We get deals through networking with Net Worth Realty, New Western, other brokerages. We make offers on other wholesalers' deals to buy them or wholesale them. We make on-market offers, and we knock and flyer doors occasionally. In this blueprint, I explain how to do all these things with the specific post to make. Okay. And here's the website to get more deals. Okay. So guys, if your excuse is I can't find deals, it's because you're not working hard enough. You're not taking enough action. That's all it is. Even in this blueprint, I give you a breakdown of what your routine should look like in this business so you can get deals. I even make a spreadsheet showing you how to spend your day. Okay. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. You follow this, you're going to get a deal. Now, after you've started your business and you start to get leads, you don't need to get an LLC immediately. I did, and I'm sure some people want to, but it's not necessary. But when it comes down to getting an LLC, what I recommend is going to Prime Corporate Services. They are the owner. I met the owner. He's a super cool guy. All you have to do is book a call. They'll do your taxes for you. They'll get business funding for you as your business grows. And they'll even set up an LLC for you. Okay. You want these guys doing your setting up your LLC, and they actually do it at cost. So they're not charging you to set their LLC. That's like something special that they do, is they're like, hey, we'll set up your LLC, and they hope to do your taxes or get you business funding. It's a good business model. They're helping you out. They're giving they're giving. So hopefully they can get some more. I recommend using these guys. This is the people that Pace and a lot of the big guru coaches send people to, because this guy knows exactly, Pace Morby, by the way, this guy knows exactly how to work with wholesalers, real estate investors. The tax guy I use was a buddy from college. He's good, but if I didn't already start with him, I definitely would have gone with this route. I might, no offense to my boy, who's doing my taxes right now, I might go to them because they know exactly how this real estate investing world works. They know how to set up multiple LLCs, which I'm going to have to do in the future, is set up more than what I currently have. Right now, I think I have 2-3 businesses, but I'm going to have to set up more. But yeah, definitely Prime Corporate Services is legit if you need an LLC or you need your taxes done. Again, the link is inside here. The Wholesaling Real Estate Mastermind. It's in the blueprint. If you join the all-in-one calling program, you get the blueprint. But Prime Corporate Services is what I recommend for you guys to start an LLC, get funding, or someone do your taxes, because you want to make sure someone knows what the heck they're doing. They don't do your taxes wrong, and then you get the IRS coming for you because you did your taxes wrong. All right, guys. So now in the blueprint, we talk about organic and paid marketing that's not online. Then you get into the portion of the document that is about online marketing. Okay. So once you start, making lots of landing pages like online, or even if you do marketing like mail, direct mail, or bandit signs, you're going to need to keep track of your call tracking. And my CRM and Salesforce, it does keep track of multiple different numbers in call tracking, but most people CRMs don't. I think RE Simply and FreedomSoft does. But if you don't have that, you're going to need to get what portion of this document talks about. Callrail. We do not use Callrail right now. We used to use it until we had a CRM that could track numbers. But what this service Callrail is for is, if you have a bandit sign that you put out, and you put one with a different message that says something different, and another one in another area with a different message, you want to keep track of those numbers to see which one gets the best traction. Or if you send out a mail piece to absentee owners and one to vacant lists, you want to keep track of the number. You want different numbers on those mailers to see which one hits better. Because if you put the same number on the same mailer, you're not going to know on different mailers. You're not going to know which one did better. So you need a calling service, which I recommend Callrail if your CRM doesn't have it. Simple as that, guys. You need a call tracking service for mailers, online marketing, bandit signs, anything that has a phone number on it. You need to track it. Okay. So you can keep track of your KPIs. The next thing online is you need a website. Most people use Carrot because it's easy to use. That's fine. We have our Dispo site where we post our deals is Carrot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say other than on a website, other than if you need a website, check out Carrot. They're good for SEO if you know how to do that. But yeah, sign up for Carrot. That's the only really site that I would recommend that I know of that you could build your own site. But we don't use Carrot for our website itself for our Offer on Homes wholesaling site. We use what's called a service called Unbounce. What is Unbounce? It basically hosts your page. And why do we use Unbounce for our Offer on Homes, our wholesaling site? It's because Unbounce is quicker. It's like basically when you're running Facebook, Google ads and different advertisements online, you want something when people click on it, it's like rapid fire. So that's why we went with Unbounce. It's like $90 a month to host your landing page, but ours is not like a full-blown website. It's just a landing page. People just fill out their information and bam, then the lead goes to our CRM. If you want a full-blown website, Carrots or WordPress is the way to go. If you just want a landing page for traffic to go and fill out information, then use Unbounce. And like I said, I have the link in there for you if you want to try it out. And you just have to create an Unbounce landing page, which I have connections to the guy that built ours. Ours looks awesome. It converts super well on Google Ads. So definitely do that. But yeah, those are the recommendations for online stuff. You got Unbounce to host your landing page or build your own landing page website on Carrot. So what happens if you're absolutely broke and you have no money to run this business? Well, you can go to Fund and Grow. What is Fund and Grow? They help you. They raise 0% interest credit cards from your business, not personal credit, but your business credit. So when I was starting out, me and Corey, for the first 6 months, we would make like 10, 20K and it would go down, 15, 20K to go down. And we barely had money to consistently market. We went to Fund and Grow, and what they did is they raised over $100,000 in, what is it called? They raised over $100,000 in 0% interest-free credit card. So we did go into debt a little bit. We risked it all, right? We went all in on ourselves. We said, hey, we can do this. And we put money on credit cards that were 0% interest, made the minimum payments until we got those deals closed, paid the cards off, and then we were good. I'm not recommending any of you guys go and blow money if you don't know how to do it. That's why you need a mentor, to whether it's me or someone else, to show you how to do this. But if you need money, Fund and Grow is legit. They hooked it up. So guys, I've gone through this pretty quickly, but I mean, that's pretty much all the services that we use to market in to run our wholesaling business that does over, it's like $1 million company, right? It's done over $1 million. So yeah, I mean, there's no secret. I give you a blueprint, show you what to do, what services I'm using. Obviously, it's not as simple as if you get all the same services I have, you're going to have the same success that I have. It's not like that. You have to still, train your guys. You have to build a team. You have to be knowledgeable. You have to practice. It takes time and effort. But these are the services that we use. And I'm just laying it all out there for you guys because, number one, most of you guys will spend a ton of time just trying to figure this stuff out and try to figure out what technologies to use. So I'm just trying to save you that time by just telling you what software to use. Number two, I'm not going to lie, guys. These are affiliate links. These are links. If you click it, they give me a kickback for referring you. That's not the main reason I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I'm coaching. So I'm showing people what to do, what services to use, but it is helpful that, if anyone signs up for my links, they give me a referral kickback. So that's cool. That's why, that's cool. So two things: saving you time. Another thing is they give me referral kickbacks. And this is the stuff I'm literally using. Like, if I've told you if I'm not using it and why I'm not using it, but I mean, majority of the stuff I'm using. Okay. I'm not just like spitting all this stuff out to you guys and been like, hey, this is all good stuff that I don't use. Like we use these services. And if we don't, it's because our CRM already takes control of it. But I do not recommend going to Salesforce unless you have multiple years in this business, guys. So I want to end with this one. Team communication is extremely important. Our company is virtual. We have an office, but most of our guys are virtual assistants, or they don't live in Utah. So you need Slack. Okay. You can use any other service, whatever you want. I recommend Slack. It's super easy. I run both my businesses, Investor Thrive and Offer on Homes, through Slack. We have a company communication channel. We got all the people we need to talk to, different feeds for dispo acquisitions. I mean, we can talk to each other pretty easily. And I mean, I'm even going to get a little bit more in depth with you guys. We actually even use Google Meet, which is not up here. Maybe I can make another video, but we use Google Meet for like communicating with the team, like on videos, because then you can just be on there all day. But Slack, you definitely need Slack to communicate with your team. So let's do a quick review, everybody. When it comes to what services and softwares to use, I have a blueprint in the all-in-one calling program, and you also get this if you join my mastermind. But right now I'm just making a video so you can look at it. But this blueprint lays out all the softwares and services and the steps to how to do this business successfully. For cold calling, I recommend Batch or Batch Dialer, or use a cold calling service. We use one in Egypt called Wazowski's. Here's the link if you want to try them out, or get Call Geeks, or try whatever you want. But we've tried the pain and been really painful trying to build and scale our own cold calling team. So we've hired it out, and it's pretty dang cheap, $6 an hour. If you need a VA, which you do need a VA, you can find one yourself, or you can go to our Facebook group and type in virtual assistants, and I'll show you how to hire virtual assistants. Or you can just fill out this form, and my virtual assistant, my assistant, will find you a VA, let you interview them. And if you want, you can pay me and I'll pay them. We're like a staffing service. Okay, when it comes down to list building, use Batch Leads. I recommend Batch Leads over PropStream, but you can use PropStream if you want. Now, when it comes to skip tracing, I use Batch Leads for skip tracing, or Batch Skip Tracing. They're the same thing. Or dataskip.io. Use my code, and it's 9 cents or 12 cents a skip. When it comes to CRMs, I recommend using Simply or FreedomSoft. For new or experienced investors, I have Salesforce. I do not recommend going to Salesforce. Super hard to use. I'm not very savvy, but I recommend these two for a CRM. When it comes to texting, use Smarter Contact. Super easy to use. You put the list, make a campaign, message people. Also use Batch Leads. Okay. If you need an LLC set up, or your taxes done, or business funding, go to Prime Corporate Services. They will get you set up. If you don't have a CRM that will track your calling, Callrail is legit. You can text, you can call from it. You can use it as a CRM as well, as a crappier CRM, but they are good for call tracking. If you want a website, get Carrot. Okay, it's easier than WordPress in my opinion. Set up Carrot, or use Unbounce to host a landing page. One that we use this, and it's very quick, very fast, and it looks really nice. Okay, loads really quick. If you're broke, have no money, but you have a business, get business funding. They will get you 0% interest credit cards. This is what we used when we first started to get out of the hole. It was very difficult. We started this business with $0, so we used Fund and Grow to help us fund in the beginning. If you want to communicate with your virtual team, get Slack. Slack is going to be the best way to communicate with your team virtually, and it's pretty sweet. Also, we use Google Workspace a lot for Google Meets, Google Calendars. We use that. That can be for another time. But guys, I just gave you the keys to the kingdom. This is how we've done our business. Now, I'm not saying we're the best business out there. There's probably better wholesalers out there, but we are doing over $1 million. We know we're doing multiple properties. We just closed a deal last week for $93,000. Barely. I mean, using the strategies that I'm showing you here in this blueprint, using these technologies. So I'm not holding anything back from you guys. If this business is hard for you, which I'm assuming it is for a lot of you, if it is hard, you're not taking enough action, or you're not that good at sales. Those are the two things that are usually the problem in this business. You're not getting enough leads, or you're not that good on the phone with sellers. Now, you don't have to be amazing with sellers, but you have to be at least competent where they feel like they're talking to somebody who is is legit. Now, if you've stuck with me this long, thank you. I know it's been long. This has been like a 33-minute video, but I wanted to show everybody what services we're using, what softwares we're using, where you can get them. I got someone that says, where is it in the mastermind? Message me on Facebook, and I can't see who's messaging on here on StreamYard for some reason, but message me. If you're in the mastermind or in the all-in-one calling program, I'll let you know exactly where to go to get it if you don't know already. But yeah, I mean, does anybody have any questions? I see there's 5 people watching. Was anybody have any questions for me I can answer? I got someone that's asking, how much is your coaching program, Nathan? So I have different tiers. Not everyone is qualified for the higher level mastermind, but it's anywhere from $100 to $10,000, depending on how much one-on-one time you want. So $100 a month, or 10,000 as the top tier for a lump sum, or like a payment. Now, I might shake some of you guys, like, oh my gosh, I've paid over $100,000 in coaching over the last couple of years. That's you level. You get around people that have done it, so you don't make those mistakes. But let me tell you something about coaching. It's not going to get you. Just paying for a coach is not going to get you the success you want. You have to take action. So if you're not making the calls, texting, if you're not marketing, it's not going to, you're not going to, getting a coach is not going to get you there. I'll just be straight up. I've paid for a lot of coaches. I've never thought that. I've never thought if I paid for someone, I'm going to be successful. No, I'm going to take what they say. I'm going to apply it and take action. So to answer your question again, how much is my coaching program? $100 to $10,000, depending on how much one-on-one, but depending where you are in your business. I'm not going to take someone that has never done a deal and has no idea what they're talking about and charge them a ton of money. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to find out where you are, and we're going to make a plan for you depending on where you're at. But the all-in-one calling program, which is $100 a month, and we give you all these resources, is pretty much the best option for people that are starting out. I think it's the best thing I've ever heard of in my life. If you take advantage and call, and even take advantage of the blueprint, it's the greatest thing ever. That's how I got my first deal. I wish more people would sign up and call, because that's how you're going to freaking get a deal. It says, what email blaster or AR would you recommend for emailing buyers or sellers? So you know what? That's a good question. The reason why I didn't talk about email blasting is because in our CRM, it's Salesforce, HubSpot, the ones we've used, it sends out emails for us. But we use Constant Contact and MailChimp. Those are the ones I'd recommend, Constant Contact and MailChimp. All right. And maybe I can get links to those, and I don't have links to those, but you just type them in if that's what you want. But most advanced CRMs email for you. Any other questions? Where is it in the mastermind? Okay, let's see. Where can I find this on the Facebook group? Okay, so someone said, where can I find what you're talking about? Big real estate Nate, little real estate Nate, whatever. Where can I find this on the Facebook group? Let me show you guys. So if you go to let's just go, if you guys are brand new, you just like never been there before, you just type in wholesaling real estate mastermind. Okay. So I'm brand new, never been there. I'm going to click on this link. And then right here at the top under featured, it says, let's welcome our new members. So for new members, I give all this information to when they sign up. So all you have to do is click on new members, and all this, everything you need is here. Links to sign up for what I'm talking about, our calls that we do, all that, guys. Pretty dang simple. The forums, everything. Also in this live, there's a link to all the links that I'm talking about. And on our investorthrive.com, it's getting revamped and we're pimping it out. We're going to have all this information on that site too. Okay. So let's see what other questions people have. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else got anything? So check this out. I love this, dude. This guy says, I highly recommend Lucas to you all. He saved my life out from debt, and I do not think I could ever tell you how much he mean to me. I will keep on telling people about your good work in life and my family. Your platform is the best, sir, to reach Lucas. Click on this name. Look, who's ever out there doing this, this is like the 100th person to do this in my group. Please stop. I don't know who Lucas is. You change the person every time. Please stop commenting that someone changed your life and got you out of debt, because I don't need that in my group. I think this is spam, everybody. I think it's spam because I have to delete this multiple times. Stop doing this, whoever is doing this. Okay. Anybody else? I'm about to wrap this video up. That is a scammer. That is freaking right. Get that scammer out of here, dude. Get him out of my group. Wasting our time scamming everybody. We don't have time for scams, guys. We barely have times to call sellers and make offers. So we can't waste time like that. Yeah, boot them. I'm going to boot them. I've seen this all over YouTube. Well, boot them. If you see any scammers in my group, guys, I want to keep this pure and clean. If you see a post that's trash or a scammer, get them out of here. We don't have time for that. Like I said, no one even people come to me and they're not even taking action. No offense if you're, if I'm not talking about anyone specific, but we ain't got time for that. Thank you. Great job, Nate. I appreciate that. So, I can't see who this is, but I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, where can I find a link for your coaching program? Okay. So that's a great question, guys. Where can you find a link for my coaching program? InvestorThrive.com is probably the best place to go. It's going to be revamped, but again, let me show you guys where you can go to find a link. I don't really have a link where people can go to like read about my program. I know that's bad, but if you go here, let's see. Number 3, schedule a call to meet with me one-on-one to talk on Facebook about coaching. I just want to talk to you guys. Like before we get into coaching, like I just want to chat and see if you'd be a good fit. And I'll try to put you anywhere we have in our system, whether it's the all-in-one calling program, if you just need coach, like education, but I want to help out. And if we're not the right fit to work together, then I'll just say, hey, it's not the right timing. Like maybe later. Oh shoot, guys, this link doesn't even work. Maybe all these people all along have been trying to get a hold of me and the link is just trash. Wow. That is unfortunate, everybody. Wow. Thank you for asking that question. Let me get that link. Let me get a link ready. Shoot. I've been losing out, guys. That's nuts. Okay, let's see if I can get my Calendly link set up. Calendly. By the way, if you guys don't have Calendly, it's freaking money. You need Calendly. What is Calendly? So if people are like, hey, let's chat, instead of having to figure out like when you're free and, schedule it, just send them a link and let's see. Yeah, just send them a link like this. You just copy it and send it to them. So I'm going to edit this right here. So let's edit post. So we're going to go here, right there. Save. Okay, so sorry, I had to do that housekeeping right there. But what happens is if you click on this link, it takes you to my schedule and you can schedule time and let's chat. So to answer your question, brother, I know, I'm glad you asked too, man. Thank you so much. That's crazy that I had no idea. Freaking A, man. So man, I think I gotta call it a day. My wife, I gotta come home now, It's gotta go home. So if anybody has one last thing for me, I can answer another question. But if not, if you need anything, schedule a call with me. I will chat with you. I'll point you in the right direction. Hopefully this call was helpful so you guys get to see exactly how our business is set up. And if it's helpful, please leave a thumbs up out of the 5 people watching. Just give me a thumbs. Just say yes or thank you. So I know you don't have to. It's okay. You can if you want, but if you don't, I'm going to be all right. But anyway, all right, guys. I'm not going to wait around for that. So have a great day. Check out that stuff. Schedule a call with me. I'll help you out. Have a great day, guys. Bye.